It's my dad. This past week was the anniversary, 13th anniversary of his passing away, and I just wanted to make a video real quick, kind of in memory of him. I had it a little different than a lot of people do. I got to see three different sides of my dad, three different versions, you might say, of my dad. First one was pre-Jehovah's Witness. We converted to the Jehovah's Witness religion when I was about 7 or 8. I still have vivid memories of Christmases, parties, family get-togethers that were just really out of control. I mean, in a good way. Christmas gifts everywhere. Cheesy early 60s Christmas trees with the spinny light thing underneath them. My family seemed really happy then. Then, as I said, around 7 or 8, we converted, and then I got to see the, how can I put it, Jehovah's Witness dad. Okay, you know the one. He gave up his job so that he could pursue more Jehovah's Witness things. Being part of the Stay Alive Till 75 generation, everything was totally focused on that. So I remember my dad actually, on nights where there weren't meetings, leaving for work at 5 in the morning, not getting home till 8 o'clock at night because we needed the money, and he had gone from what he had been doing to basically a minimum wage job doing construction. I learned my work ethic from him about that. I will do whatever I have to do to make things happen. But fortunately, my schedule is not developed around an organization. It's developed around the needs of my family, and that's very important. But he still taught me that. He also taught me organization. When you're an 11-year-old and you're going on the field service and you have to know exactly where everything is in your book bag, you become pretty organized, and my dad taught me how to do that. Also, he taught me the importance of good study habits, which would pay off later on in life in college and, well, when researching the Jehovah's Witnesses. He used to tell me, don't study with the TV on, don't study with the radio on, study in a room by yourself where you can get the most out of it. Unfortunately, I applied those methods to researching the Jehovah's Witness religion, and, well, it did help me learn more than I'm sure the Jehovah's Witnesses would have wished that I had known. Then there was the third phase of my dad, and this was the one that I truly hold on to most of all. The post-disfellowshipping dad. Anyone who's a Jehovah's Witness or has been a Jehovah's Witness knows that once you're disfellowshipped, your family isn't supposed to have anything to do with you unless it's an emergency situation, such as if somebody dies, and then that's at their discretion. My dad didn't do that. My grandmother had passed away and left some apartments for my dad, and I lived in one of those. I helped him around the place, did stuff. I don't know if that was how he, quote unquote, got away with it, in the fact that I sort of did maintenance. I, kept everything going. But he lived in a house at the other end of the property, and he would come over and meet me at one of the patios, and would sit there, would drink a few beers, and would just talk about life. We got to do our I'm sorry's, where it's like, I'm sorry I did this, or I'm sorry I didn't do that, and we got to know each other really well. The coolest part about that time is, and this could just be coincidence, I'm not trying to sell this to anybody, let me clarify. We got on the discussion of whether he actually believed in Armageddon and the Paradise Earth, and he goes, I'll tell you what, after I'm gone, because we knew he was going to pass away. After I'm gone, if there's something else over there, I'll come back as a hawk. Now, every time that something, quote unquote, goes wrong in my life, I argue with Becca, the car breaks down, stuff that happens all the time that's really frustrating. At some point in that day, there's a hawk that flies overhead. And I take that as a sign that everything's going to be okay. So, is it him? I don't know. I like to think it is. People believe in stranger things than that. We know that too. In closing, I just want to give a message to my dad. Hey, Dad, you were the best dad you could be with what you had going on. I love you. I respect you. And I'm trying to pass on your qualities to my daughter, Kaylee. I wish you could have met Kaylee and Becca. You would have loved them. I still appreciate everything that you did. I know how hard our life was. I miss you. I miss you every day. And thank you for being a man, because it made me a man too. Wherever you are, Dad, I hope you're having fun. Love you.